and that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.
With Olivia Wilde behind the lens, it was a foregone conclusion that the invite was going to have a degree of feminist flair towards it. But the promise of the ensemble cast kept my ass in the seat, and I'm glad it did. Wilde's film unsurprisingly deconstructs Western unions as only an Anna Karina film could. The notes are familiar for those who have been in modern marriages in the West, with even Penelope Cruz's presence showing that these issues remain present for those who choose to try to unionize outside of the domestic dating pool, yet attempt to domesticate a female alien to the ways of Western society. Everyone here aces their typecast roles. Rogan is a lovable loser. Wilde is an unhinged trad wife. Cruz is forbidden foreign fruit. And Norden is an enigmatic weirdo. With so many years of practice with these roles, the cast easily slips into these familiar caricatures without missing a beat, which works for audience members who know their faces all too well, making Wilde's film that much more intimate. The subject matter finds sex on the table, surrounded by the subjective question of exclusivity and interpersonal relationships. This spills into an eventual blame game that could only be had when people decide to spend time with others for copious amounts, and when it's all said and done, decide to pretend as if they were held in a hostage situation, instead of taking responsibility of being fully complicit, such as when the union was once positively intact during its honeymoon phase. There's a question posed about midway in the film from Norden towards Wilde about whether one would like to be alone on a beach with the wind in their face, or sitting at a cafe with a stranger. Given how the events play out in the film between this group of neighbors and how they once were strangers who by the end are now known to each other, I believe it would be wise for any audience of Wilde's invite to choose the former, though I believe that such a choice, as well as the overall point of the film's invite, Western audiences truly are not ready for, since comfortable lies and suppression is what all facets of Western society is built upon, trickling down to even a multi-generational apartment gained through inheritance at the most northern point of the Golden State, as depicted in Wilde's latest picture.
Pop your popcorn, that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.